We've all been there. You get a blood test, there's that quick little pinch in your arm, and then you just wait for the results. But if you ever stop to think about what happens after that, that tiny vial of blood goes on this incredible high-tech journey. So today, let's follow the trail. We're going to go right from your arm, deep into the heart of the lab.
Right? It's a bit of a mystery. The sample just disappears. And then a day or two later, poof, a report shows up. But what happens in between? What's the secret life of your blood sample? Well, we're about to pull back the curtain and find out.
Okay, so the second that vial is filled, its adventure is officially underway. And the very first step? It's probably the most important one of all. Making absolutely sure that the results that come back are actually for you.
Before that tube goes anywhere, it gets its own unique barcode. You can think of it like a tiny passport. This idea is super critical because it guarantees your blood doesn't get mixed up with anyone else's. From there, it's carefully transported, sometimes in special temperature-controlled containers, straight to the lab where the real analysis begins.
Now, something you've probably noticed are the caps on these tubes. They come in all sorts of colors: purple, red, light blue, and no, it's not just to make them look pretty. It's actually a super important code that tells the lab pros exactly what to do with that sample.
So let's crack this color code. Each color tells you there's a different additive mixed inside. For example, a lavender top has an anticoagulant in it. Its job is to stop the blood from clotting so all the cells can keep floating around freely. That's perfect for something like a complete blood count. But a red or gold top does the exact opposite. It has a clot activator to make all the cells clump together. That leaves behind this clear liquid called serum, which is what's needed for a lot of chemistry tests. It's a really simple but brilliant system to make sure your blood is perfectly prepped for whatever test was ordered.
Once all the tubes are sorted by color, your sample enters the core of the modern lab, a room full of these amazing automated analyzers. This, my friends, is where biology meets some seriously cool technology.
So how do these things work? Well, first, the tube gets loaded in. The machine then sips up a tiny, super precise amount of your blood and mixes it with special chemicals called reagents. These are designed to react with very specific things in your blood. And then the magic happens. This mixture flows past lasers and sensors that scan it at unbelievable speeds, creating a flood of raw data.
And when I say unbelievable speeds, I mean it. These machines can count and analyze over 10,000 individual cells every single second. It's just incredible. A task that would take a person hours to do by hand with a microscope is now done in less than a minute. Wow.
Okay, so the machine generates a whole bunch of numbers, but those numbers aren't the final answer. The next step is just as critical. It's about turning all that raw data into something that actually makes sense for your health.
And this is exactly why you don't always get your results instantly. That data is carefully reviewed by highly trained medical lab technologists. They're the experts who look for anything weird, flag anything unusual, and interpret what the numbers really mean. It's this perfect partnership between powerful machines and the skilled human mind that ensures accuracy.
So, what are they actually looking for? Well, one of the most common tests is the CBC, or complete blood count. You can think of it like a general checkup for your blood. It counts your red cells that carry oxygen, your white cells that fight infection, and your platelets that help you stop bleeding. Then there are tests for specific organs. An LFT is a liver function test. It measures certain enzymes and proteins to see how well your liver, your body's main filter, is doing its job. And in the same way, a KFT, a kidney function test, checks for different waste products in your blood to see how well your kidneys are cleaning things out. When you put them all together, these tests give you a really powerful snapshot of your overall health. And all this leads to what I think is one of the most amazing parts of modern blood testing: just how much information we can get from one tiny little sample. So we've talked about tests for your liver, your kidneys, your blood cells. You might think you need a different tube for every single one, but that's not always the case. The amount of diagnostic power they can pack into a single vial is, well, pretty remarkable. Get this. From just one of those gold or red-topped tubes, a lab can run a panel that checks over 20 different things, from your kidney and liver health to your electrolytes and blood sugar, all from one tube. It's just an incredibly powerful and efficient tool.
So there you have it. The journey from your arm to the lab is this incredible ballet of precision, technology, and human expertise. It's a hidden world of color codes and laser beams, all working together to unlock the secrets held in just a few drops of your blood. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? The next time you see those tubes, what other secrets is your